Vacation, having to get away. Vacation's all I ever wanted, yeah. This is the game of Epic Resort, a game for 2 to 4 players where you are trying to build the most awesome Disney World-like vacation resort for heroes. Throughout the game, you will be investing in your attractions to invite more tourists and heroes because they need a vacation too. Sadly, no hero is without his enemies, and the monsters will follow the heroes to your attractions and you will have to fend them off. To set up the game, each player will start with a beach and a tiki attraction, as well as a resource tracker and a deck of worker cards. Basic worker cards. You will then randomly determine which workers you'll be playing with this game, as well as set up the dock and the attractions purchasing location place thing. Don't forget to shuffle each of the tiers in monster decks, tier 1, 2, and 3, and stack them on top of each other. And put them down. Boom. The game will be played over multiple seasons, with each season having 5 phases. The first phase, you will hire your new workers. To do that, you will pick up 5 cards off of your worker deck, and then plug your workers into your locations. For any open worker spot, you will lose tourists on that location. After you deal with tourist attrition, you will gain a number of fame and gold based upon the tourists left at your resort. During the second phase, you will grow your resort by doing a number of actions. Those actions will continue until every player passes. You can spend fame to attract tourists from the dock to your resort, thus giving you more fame and money later on. You can also spend fame to attract heroes from the dock. As heroes stay at your resort, they will gain health, and once they are at full health, you will score them for points. You may also take a worker in your hand that has the train ability and spend gold to upgrade them to a better worker. Upgrade them, train them, make them better. The last action you can take is to upgrade an attraction. When you upgrade the attraction, you will either buy a new tier 1 location to put into your board, or upgrade one of your tier 1s to a tier 2, or tier 2 to a tier 3. Keep in mind you can only have 3 attractions at your resort at any given time. Once everyone has passed, you will then refill out the dock. You will discard the oldest card in the dock and then shove all of the cards down and refill back up to 6 or 7, depending on the size of the game. While you're filling out the dock, if an attack card comes up, you will have to resolve the attack immediately. The attack card will tell you how many monsters are attacking, as well as the location that the attack is happening at. The monster will tell you who is being attacked, and for how much. If there is a hero at the location that is being attacked, you can either choose to use that hero to defend your location, or move them to another location so he can continue to rest. The damage coming to your attraction is going to be the monster's damage minus any hero's defense that is there. If the hero does decide to defend, it will lose 1 health no matter what. Any extra damage that then leaks over to your attraction will be taken out in tourists. If there are no more tourists, you will put a damage token onto your attraction. Once the attraction has a number of damage tokens equal to the value on the card, that attraction is destroyed and you pretty much lose everything. Everything's gone. Poof. If a hero survived up to this point, you will then resolve the hero reward phase. Any heroes that have full health will get scored and they get to go into your personal scoring pile. Any heroes that are still left at your resort will gain 1 health and move on to the next round. For every hero that you score at this point, you get to take 1 monster card off the top of the deck and put it into the discard pile. That's really important because the game ends as soon as the monster deck is completed. Depleted, completed, doesn't matter.
As long as you put that in,
The final phase is the cleanup phase. You will reset your fame to 0, discard all of your workers both in your hand and on the table, and keep your gold, because that's important. At the end of the game, you will tally up all of your heroes that you've scored, as well as all of the attractions you've built. Any unscored heroes are worth 1 victory point. Person with the most victory points wins. I don't have anything cute for my top 3 tips, so here are my top 3 tips. Tip number 1. Keep in mind that if the Harbormaster passes first, money will continue to accrue on the Harbormaster card, which makes it super valuable for you to pass when a lot of money's accrued there. First person to pass gets to take the Harbormaster, which means you can get money and first action. Tip number 2, be sure to spend all of your fame. Since fame resets at the end of the season, it makes no sense to hold on to it, so be sure to spend it while you have it. Tip number 3, don't be afraid to sacrifice tourists so that you can score heroes. When you get attacked, if tourists go away, you just gain more fame, so that can be used to attract more tourists. If heroes die, you don't get the victory points and you can't win the game. So this is the game of Epic Resort. I really enjoy the game, but small disclaimer, this game is so fun to play, but it's a little hard to explain. So this is a really high level of the rules. It's more of an explanation of the game flow than it is an explanation of the minutiae of the rules. When you sit down to play the game, be sure to give the rules a read on this one. I had the opportunity to pick up this game from the developer himself at PAX South 1 year ago. Ooh, I guess it was just a year and a half ago or so. It was so fun to play that we had to get it, and he's back again with an expansion to the game. It's Epic Resort: Villain's Vacation. I am so excited for this Kickstarter, and I will be picking up the expansion because I love this game so much, and I want to expand more of the variability that is this awesome game. Have you heard about our Discord channel? I have been telling you about this for several weeks now. If you are not part of our Discord, you are not joining the awesomeness that is our community, chatting at each other all the time. I'm in there, Mark's in there, Craig's in there. There's so many awesome people in the Discord channel, and we are having so much fun. Links down below, join us, have fun with us all the time. What are some of the games that you enjoy playing but have really complicated, complex mechanics? I wouldn't call this super complex, it just has a lot of mechanics. This game is not complex. Let me clarify, it's not complex, it's just a lot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. As always, I am here every week doing board game stuff. You can find me here, or on Board Game Geek, or in all the places as Mary the KnittingDev. I will see you next week, Weirdlings. Bye!